Then, I mean, I do try to take it easy on myself by not going as hard as I would.
Right.
Or maybe I'd change my lesson plan to something less strenuous. But invariably, throughout that day, at some point, we're blasting away.
But that's your normal.
Well, he gets excited too, so he then kind of amps it up a little bit.
Right.
Well, because then he finally gets a lesson and says, "Oh, I got it," and there's a good. Now let's try it. Bad. But I have a responsibility to my students as well.
Right.
And I can't just say, "Oh, no training today or this week or whatever." I mean,
See, and that brings up a point, because twice already you mentioned that people come in and you put their mind at ease. It's a lot of psychological, know-how that goes into putting somebody at ease and giving them a sense of, look, this isn't the end of your career.
Right.
You need to calm down. Now, how important is your mental state to that healing process?
You know what, I like to say this, and I've always stuck with this, 80%.
80% of healing is your mental.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you know what, the intervention is actually a very small part.
Really?
Yeah. That's
Wow. See?
that's a lot.
No, because this ties into a lot of what we talk about on this show, in particular, is how do you really take information? And it seems that that's one of your biggest roles, is to how to provide accurate information to somebody so then they're mentally at ease and more likely to heal quicker than constantly worried about, oh, I don't know what this is, oh, it's bothering me, but I got this to do,
Yeah.
So you do provide a peace of mind that's invaluable. And I didn't really, I thought it was important, but damn, 80%.
80% is a lot.
That's a lot. 80% is mental for healing. I'm gonna take that with me.
Okay.
Sure.
No,
No,
I think it's true. My whole goal is just to put the athlete's mind at ease. If it's a big problem, we have to accept it. Like,
and take care of it, right?
we identify it, then we have to go in a different direction. We don't just do stuff here.
It's like, you're okay, you're fine, you're gonna be good. You just cut his leg off.
Now,
He's done.
how about, have you ever misread an injury? Because I hear a lot of horse, and I'm not saying you're
No.
a quack. I'm just saying,
of course,
because
yes.
that's something that's always fascinating me. How does that work out?
What's good about chiropractors, we spend the time to get to know you. I mean, you come in like maybe once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week. You get every our interactions, I learn a little bit more and more. Yeah, so the first day we get a starting point. And then of course we come up with what's most likely, probably what's wrong with you. And then we always have differential diagnoses. What else could it be? And only time will tell if you're going one direction or another.
Okay.
Right? And then so yes, diagnosis can change.
Right.
Right? And
So it's
then,
not a misdiagnosis, it's just more information is now.
right. And then that can only be obtained through time.
So let me ask you this then, that being the case, because I work at a place where a lot of employees will do injury frauds. They say, oh, workers' comp fraud.
Right.
Oh, I hurt my back doing this, I hurt this, and they come to you and they complain about this particular pain, and then it's up to you to determine whether they're lying or not. How do you?
No, that's an important point.
Yeah,
So,
it really is.
And I don't like dealing with these, people. The first visit, when you come to see me, we spent over an hour 50 minutes,
Right.
hour and a half, right? And everything, back pain or any kind of shoulder injury, wrist pain, they all look, they have a certain look, right? And based on experience and knowledge, and it
The
becomes
body
more-
language is different.
Right,
Yeah.
and then, so we can see what's a normal injury looks like. There's normal ranges. And then you have out of range. And that's where your red flags start going up, whether this person's really faking
Right.
or something more serious.
Oh.
And then if it's say in this case, as you mentioned, a work injury, there's probably not just one area, but there's multiple areas that are hurt. And then I already immediately started giving a lot of the outcome measures, like pain drawings, vision analog scales. there's all these questionnaires. So at the end, there's hundreds and hundreds of questions I'm asking. If everything's true, everything matches. You don't have to worry about anything, because the truth is the truth.
Right.
When you start, a lot of these tests are also psych tests. And then from there, you actually get little bits of information. You know what? This doesn't quite match. This doesn't quite match.
He sounds like an interrogator more than a chiropractor at this
Well,
point.
and the reason why I asked is because this is amazing. I parked the car across the street, and I come walking in, and he's watching me through the window. And so, you know, you really need to have that check. I go, what? He goes, well, you have this. He says, right. You remember that? And then he said, oh, you might want to go get an MRI. Your back is kind of, you look like you're having back problems. I go, and I wasn't there for back problems.
Right.
I was there for something else. And he's like, yeah. And then we go to get an MRI. He's like, yeah, your back is all jacked
All
up and
jacked
blah, blah,
up.
blah. Like, how the hell do you know these
Just
things?
from
right?
watching your body
There she
language.
is, the lady at the door that I was saying
Yeah.
about.
Oh,
You know, so I always marvel at that all you did was you see me walking, goes, and you saw me walking a certain way, and you started, goes, hey, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, the hell?
Can you imagine using that insight for combative reasons?
Well, that's why, you know, that's why I look at you
Wow.
and I say, oh, I know, but I can hit him.
Well, because that's the thing is we eventually start looking at the body language of people and say, okay, he's guarding too much on this side, or he's kind of shifted on this side. Oh, he has a weak knee. He has a
Yeah, and
bad
I started
hip.
attacking those to the hill.
Because
I got it from you,
eventually,
thank you very much.
because
Keep
once
up
you
my
get to a
game.
certain point in any training in martial arts, really you have to start looking at the body, and this is why we have this conversation with you, is because that's our connecting point. Is the human
Right.
body is the human body. You can't really change it or lie about it. It is what it is, and if you learn more about it, then in your case you can heal it.
And
In our case, we can break it
Yeah, we can destroy the hell
and
out
give
of
you more work.
Yeah, we're doing this for you. You're welcome.
Okay, so I have a question. For people who are active, who do stuff like what we do, how important would you say to have regular chiropractic visits? Not necessarily that you're injured, just to kind of get an adjustment and you know, change the oil. That's how I always call it. It's just like a tune-up.
you know what? That's a good point. I think it's always better and easier to look after small problems than big problems.
Mm.
And so if it's something very small, then again, chiropractors are the most utilized traders at the training grounds.
Mm-hmm.
And it's because we can just handle all the little stuff. This helps when you get an adjustment. There's tissue work.
Right.
So this all again helps to speed healing, right? And then when you have normal motion, that's where you have the best healing. Like you can't heal when you're all.
Oh, that's why you keep people moving.
You keep people moving.
Oh,
And okay, so when you get injured, when you sprain your say your biceps muscle, or so muscle fibers and ligaments and tendons, they're all like straight fibers, just like long straight hair,
okay.
right? And that's how all the muscle fibers work.
Mm-hmm.
And then you come and injure yourself, you sprain it. So literally, you actually tear those fibers apart. So it's actually, that's where your micro trauma is,
Yeah.
which is, in this case, in the normal range. So what's that like? That injury is like tearing your hair. Now, immediately scar tissue comes in and starts to fill in the gaps, right? So that's like dumping Elmer's glue into your hair. You get
Wow.
this big amorphous mass.
Right.
So
that's how you get those weird bumps or
Well, you
the
can, but-
nodules.
But the thing is then, this is just
Generalized, yeah.
just for insight. But when you move it, and that's including all the joints, that movement tells the body, that injured area, how it moves. It doesn't know it otherwise, how to heal itself, right? And then that way it tells the scar tissue, this is the way we go, this is the direction of force, lay yourself down in this direction. So instead of this a big amorphous mass in hair, you now...
Instead of a knot, yeah, now
Yeah,
you
so-
have a comb
Comb,
pushing
yeah.
it in the right
Right.
way.
So scar tissue is always like, it's always, no matter what, it's a cheap replacement tissue. It's not, doesn't really, it's not the good stuff it's trying to replace. But at least that helps maximize.
Right, but what you're saying
Yeah.
then, if there is no motion, then it won't know which direction to go in.
And that's where you constantly have us keep moving.
Right.
Yeah.
So
You
back to your
remember
question.
when I had my hip surgery, I had it on a Thursday, and I was back in class training on Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I said, hey, fantastic.
yeah. People were like, why are you here? I'm like,
because that's how
Doctor
you
said to
move
move,
it.
yeah.
Because Melba said.
My,
"Go ahead."
yeah, oh, I remember that first night after I had my surgery, right? I'm laying there, she's like, get up. I go, what? And she had me get up on the thing and had me walk around the house for about good 20 minutes. And then I was able to rest and kick back.
Right.
And then later on, she had me up again. She may be tiny, but she'll kick my ass and tell me, get a move on.
You do realize she's probably the only reason you're alive, right?
Probably.
Just saying.
But yeah, and she's in the medical field, so she knows enough that, no, you got to keep moving. And I've always wondered about it, because I just got out of surgery. Can I just lay here? He goes, no.
Right. They immobilize the part, but not the whole body.
No, you actually
Yeah, she had me.
moving the whole
She
body.
had me put the weight on the leg and everything.
So this is really well. We've known this for 30 years. They used to say knee surgeries, right?
Right.
They used to cast them,
Yeah.
but 30 years ago it's like, you know what? They said we should, right after surgery you start moving it. You put it in a passive motion machine.
Yeah.
You can move like 23 out of the 24 hours, moving forward, moving backwards, and they noticed the healing time reduced by 30%.
Wow.
Wow.
The outcomes increased success with 30%. So it's all about movement. So anything about spraining your back, going bed rest, that's old, decades old. You don't do that. Even when you sprain your back, you try to keep moving.
Ooh, we need to tell Danny that. His brother gets back pain, and we're like, nope, start moving.
Yeah, it's all about movement. And right down to everything that we do here, from the muscle stem to the tissue work,
Yeah, he
the
constantly-
adjustment, it's all about movement. And
Sure.
then, and that's what that back to your, I call it performance-based care. Right?
Right.
And you periodically come in, so that when you get adjusted, then you actually get all those
Kinks,
you have the
yeah.
whole
Oh yeah, back
body
to
movement.
the original question. Should that be a common thing for people to come see someone like a chiropractor for an adjustment? Okay.
Now, where are you located? Because we want to give you a shake.
Oh yeah.
I'm in
Shameless plug.
The
What's your
great
address?
city of South San Francisco, just up the street from Physique Magnifique.
That's
Where you guys,
true.
yeah.
That's our gym.
What's your address?
502.
502 Grand Avenue in South San Francisco.
Come visit him. This is the back doctor.
The back doctor.
If anything, he will make you laugh.
Or I'll laugh
Or
at you.
cry.
Or he'll laugh at you.
Oh yeah, no. Hey, from my perspective, what am I gonna do? Cry about it? I'm laughing.
Is he laughing with me? No, he's laughing at you.
No.
At you.
Oh, he's done that many times.
Yeah. Well, I hear you squeal like a girl.
Dude, when he gets into my, oh my God.
I haven't touched you in a long time.
I
Like decades,
know.
right?
He used to be the guy that comes from. He used to play football in high school.
Oh, okay.
And he
So
was
you
the
do
doctor
know.
that was on hand.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
I usually injured people, and he'd have to look at them. It wasn't the other way around. No, I did. I had a few injuries where I had to come to see him. It was fun.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
small world.
Yeah. Well, my sister used to work next door. Yvette. Yeah. So
Yeah.
they know each other too.
We, you and I met through the gym where we actually teach out.
Yes.
And yeah, they have nothing but nice things to say about you. I always tell them, no, it's not true.
Yeah, but
You guys always hit me.
and you know what? You were like, I do balloons.
Yeah. He wants to learn.
No, balloon animals. It's amazing what he does.
Yeah, it is. Right now he can't do it because of COVID reasons.
Yeah. The balloon pops, somebody dies.
Yeah, apparently it's germ warfare at that point.
That's funny. That's funny.
A balloon delivery device.
So what are your recommendations for people who train the way we do?
Oh yeah.
What do you?
Let's keep training. If something's odd, get it addressed. Identify the problem. It'll make you feel a lot better.
And it is important to then keep moving, as you say, right? To not dwell on it so hard that, I'm out for 3 weeks and I'm just going to lay down in the room and leave it at that.
I mean, you're moving a lot less. Stay
Right.
moving. Do other things like Pilates. Pilates is really important.
Less impact, really
Keep
stretch
up
your
moving.
mind down.
Start walking again.
Right.
Like soccer players, I ask them to start just taking the ball dribbling.
Wow.
Right. That's your sport.
Right.
So let's start testing. And it always test.
Can't do that. I'll do something else.
What are the big problems that you find when the people don't move?
Yeah.
Do
What are the adverse?
the muscles get locked up, or what's?
I think it gets worse. We don't get any more treatment. You're not able to return to sport.
Wow.
Is that what they call atrophy?
Well, that's extreme. Like if you have a cast on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
And you notice that they don't really use casts these days.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
Yeah.
And they're all the paper ones where you can actually
Yeah.
flexible.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah, even my nephew, he had a fracture on his elbow, and they just gave him. It looked almost like a sling.
Yeah. No, that's all about movement, right?
Wow.
It's not about, but remember when people used to get casts, everything was
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
You know,
I
you
used to hate those cats too.
run to sign on it.
Yeah.
No, I think, yeah, the more motivated you are, the better the outcomes, because you need to get right back to your sport. So,
Very good. So we
Yeah.
can still kick each other's asses then.
Yeah, apparently.
Now this is
See,
another
I got the okay to kick your ass, so
Yeah.
now I don't feel bad about
So
it.
until we draw blood, right?
Even then, right?
Okay.
Yeah, I've gone home and realized, dude, where am I bleeding from? Oh, there it is.
You're welcome. Well, thank you for this wonderful visit.
Yeah.
We're out about an hour. We used to try to keep these down to an hour because people are complaining that they're too long.
Oh, we ramble on sometimes. Sometimes we go like 2-3 hours, and we're like, wait, we're still talking?
Yeah, but this has been a really great visit.
Yeah.
Very
Thank
enlightening.
you for having
I
us.
learned a lot of stuff, and I'm sure our viewers are going to get a kick out of this because now they're going to realize, oh, I can keep fighting.
Yeah,
I
it's
have
pretty
to.
cool.
Because I should keep fighting.
Yeah, I should keep.
No,
fighting.
and this might be a shameless tie-in because we always talk about in the Bladed Mind the idea of flow, constantly moving, constantly
Yeah,
moving.
flow.
That's going to work best for you, especially in a dire situation.
Mhm.
Well, it seems that once that it's not just us, but also in the medical field, that it's a common practice to just keep moving, keep the energy moving, keep the body moving, and you get the best results. So, hey,
So
Danny's on the right track.
Danny's on the right track.
That's
And
cool.
he'll tell us that.
Well, you guys are great. Thank you for coming in.
No,
Again,
no, thank
come
you
and
for having
visit
us. Yes.
Dr. Patrick Chan here at the Back Doctor in South San Francisco, 205 or
502. You're looking at it backwards, dude.
Yeah, I know.
502.
502 Grand
Grand
Avenue. Any last words for me?
No, you guys
Anything
are
you want to tell people
fantastic.
something? No?
No.
So don't forget, next week or in a few weeks to follow, we have a bunch of other guests coming in.
Mhm.
We're going to be talking to a nutritionist. So if you have any questions or comments about that or things you'd like to know from them, drop us a message. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Definitely subscribe. Hit that notification button. Every week we're going to have another video for you guys. So come join the conversation with us.
And this is the Kali Conversation with me, Rick,
And me, Nain.
and our special guest, Patrick Chang. And 3, 2, 1, cut!